Nate Caldwell here again from the Caldwell Lending Team. I want to discuss the next step in the process, which is the appraisal ordering process. The appraisal is completed by a third party who has reviewed your purchase contract, and their goal is to go out and determine the fair market value of the home. We order this appraisal by debit or credit card, which you very likely already received a form to complete and give us that information. But you don't really play much of a role in the process. The goal of the appraisal is to determine that value, but doing so in an independent way that has no emotional connection to buyer or seller. When we get this appraisal back, there will be a determined value along with notes on if there's any repairs needed, or the home will be listed as is. If it's as is, that generally means there's no required repairs or things of that nature. If it's labeled subject to, it could be subject to repair of damaged roof, repair of chipping paint. There's other items besides value on an appraisal that's important. Assuming there's no issues with the condition of the property, we then take a look at the value. 85% of the time, the value is going to come in right at the sales price. The appraiser has reviewed your purchase contract. They've seen that a buyer and seller have come to terms on a particular purchase price. Generally, that's how a value of an asset is determined. A buyer and a seller in a free market determining a value of a home. Most times that's what's going to happen. 10 to 15% of the time, you're going to see the value is actually slightly higher than what the appraiser has determined for a value. That's great. Built-in equity, kudos to your agent. 1 to 5% of the time, unfortunately, we might see the value of the home be less than what's been agreed upon. In those events, there's sort of three options. One option, go back to the seller. Hey, Mr. Seller, the value of the home is less than we agreed upon. I need you to lower the sales price. Middle ground option, you agree it's something in the middle. You come to the table perhaps with a little more cash, we change the financing to cover it, and the seller takes a little bit less cash on their purchase price. And option three, if the seller is not willing to play ball, and this is all contingent upon you having a appraisal contingency, you just need to come to closing with more cash, or we change the financing terms in some situations to make the transaction work. Once the appraisal comes back, we're going to be in touch to discuss the value, and we'll let you know if there's anything we need to change with the financing or what the best plan of attack will be. Looking forward to the next video, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.